I mean, when you think about, as I understand from Sean, these just facts that aren't adding up at all. Two young white men come to his house to pick him up, and they go fishing, swimming, and then they come back. But yet, Daniel doesn't. And the fact, if I understand correctly, Sean, they throw away his cell phone, they throw away his clothes, they don't tell his mother or anybody else what happened. And it's 4 days later, after Minister Dominique has got the community saying, where is Daniel Irvin? And people are starting to have search teams, and the media is starting to ask questions, and finally, then these two young white men come forward, and they say, oh, he drowned. It was an accident. But we were too afraid to come forward. We got rid of his evidence. We got rid of his phone. We deleted all our text messages. But just take our word for it. It was an accident. You don't need to really investigate. Just take our word for it.
Law enforcement not feeling as if Nolan Wells was worthy of an actual investigation, but instead decided that there was no foul play, seemingly with no evidence, without talking to any witnesses. That, to me, is where there are racial components to this for sure.
White lives matter. White lives matter. Now you guys are saying that you guys don't feel safe around white people. You guys don't want your kids around white people. And I find it just so funny because I don't feel safe around you niggas.
I see a lot of people on social media calling out Ben Crumb like the very day he took over this case, they knew the whole thing would turn into race issue, and this is exactly what is currently going on. Some says now he is posting some kind of rumors on Instagram, giving out different impressions on social media. This is not the investigation they actually want when this is happening.
That race is absolutely playing a role. What role? Whether it had to do with the fact that maybe your friends left you too, or your friends didn't care that maybe you. I do believe that there's a racial component, or if it's just in law enforcement not feeling as if Nolan Wells was worthy of an actual investigation, but instead decided that there was no foul play, seemingly with no evidence, without talking to any witnesses. That, to me, is where there are racial components to this for sure. But I will not say that I know for sure that race played a role.
Are you in the camp of if Nolan was white and his friends were...
Yeah. Okay. The friends, listen, they would have absolutely been under the jail with no questions asked first.
Really?
But for sure.
We saw the outcome of Carmelo Anthony, the end result of it. Even till today, a lot of people are still dragging race into this situation. Like I said on one of my videos, it is very important for us to allow the investigation to go through. Let's see what they will bring out. But they continue to push this narrative like, oh, they want to bury this case, they want to do this. I understand people have different opinions when this is concerned, but Black families should stop this. When something happened, the first thing, we should not bring race as the only factor that lead to that. If you look at what Ben Crumb has actually been circulating on social media, rumors, not facts. This case should be based on facts. This is what I expect to be saying, not rumors from people posting, oh, this person did. At the end of the day, the whole thing will not end well. I see a lot of people now marching on the street. They want justice. Yes, we need justice. But allow investigations to...
Speculation and mystery continues to surround the Mississippi teen Nolan Wells. After he disappeared on a boat trip with friends, There are unverified photos and videos that have people questioning the account of Nolan's friends like Trayston Shepard.
There are some racial undertones to this. He was the only black kid on an island full of kids that were white. And his family is saying that he would have never, on the boat rather, and his family is saying that he would have just never stayed on the island and been left behind by his friends. His family also said that this kid, Trayston Shepard, they don't know him. I think we have some sound from his parents.
We don't know Tristan. We've never met him. So to say, best friend, childhood friend, that's a bit of a stretch. We've never met him. He's never been to our home. Maybe high school, they started hanging out or, kind of been around each other. But again, we don't know him. And not to discount anything he has said, which of course, still trying to rule those things out. But I mean, he has communicated. He did offer his condolences, which we appreciate.
So it's just so confusing because there were 3 boys with him that were good friends with him.
We're awaiting autopsy results, and this is not currently being investigated as a reason, I think, to suspect foul play, because this is when they say he was left on an island. This isn't like Grand Cayman. This is literally like a sandbar. There's no running water. Nobody would willingly stay back without a cell phone.
Yes, if you take a look at what these people are doing here, they are not trusting the whole process. They believe there is something. They are hiding something. This is the whole narrative that I'm saying with these people. And if you look it deeply, it's concerning. You've hired someone like Ben Crumb to go deep and investigate. And immediately he posted something on social media saying, whoa, this guy did not pass away on this day, he passed away on this day. Okay, if you look at that now, people are saying that's rumors, that is fake. Oh, these people are coming out that way, actually in that venue, that particular day, saying something contrary to what Ben Crumb posted. That's a different thing now, meaning he is actually even just posting rumors, not the facts, right? Investigation is being carried out. They are saying they are not seeing any foreplay. These people can't even take this.
It's time out for playing games. It's time to know the truth from someone well versed in it that has actual experience.
When I saw this case at the beginning, I knew we will have situations like this. Yeah, because people were already start talking about race or don't allow a black to mix up with white kids, things like that. I started seeing this. People have embedded this hatred for a very long time. Anything that happens, they don't even believe in any investigation that is being carried out to actually know what happened. They just jump into conclusions and start pouring out certain kind of things on social media. It is concerning. It is high time for us to believe that we can live together and do things together. When something happens, we should look into it, like what happened, without thinking about race. This is troubling. I want to appreciate people who constantly share out my videos, keeps the videos. God bless you abundantly. The short clips you see at the end, that is for a white greeting. You can always skip.
800 people
of that UFC fight, because to me that does not celebrate America's 250th anniversary.
Monday night gave the president and his acolytes an opportunity where the gladiator's God was praised for his
80th birthday.
When you come for the rest.
6-1 underdog. How good does this feel?
Never do this again.
Went under to jurors, but it was shown.
Hello, can you hear me? In 39 days, we will know the winner.
Towards me is a Democrat.
Encouraged in California. Now you realize people everywhere in America make fun of people.
And so this is my life.
You're talking about qualification.